Hello, everybody. We are going to talk about in-text citations. So in-text citations are really important because it's how you cite your source in your actual essay. So that's beyond the MLA citations, which we're going to use in a bibliography. These in-text citations are how you give credit right in the moment, which is so important to avoid plagiarism. All right, so your in-text citations are always going to be in parentheses, and they are at the end of your sentence. They come before that punctuation mark. Okay, so at the end of the sentence before the punctuation mark. So here's my example. Here's an example that says cardboard could not be found in Europe until the 19th century. So I put this into my own words, this fact. Okay, but I do have to get credit because I did not come up with this on my own. I did use my own words, but it's not my information to give without giving credit. So to give credit, I am going to put the citation in here, and then I'm going to put a period. So this came from the first word in MLA was boxes. And it was in the first paragraph. Okay, so boxes 1. All right. So when you make an MLA a in-text citation, you're going to use that first word. Sometimes it's the first couple of words, especially if most of your ideas start with the same word. Okay, and then the paragraph or page number. Okay, this is not always going to be available if you're doing a video, right? That's not going to be available. Sometimes it's incredibly difficult, but I do encourage you to put that because it does make it easier for you to go back later. So another thing you could do, a lot of times your first word of your MLA citation is going to be the last name of your author. If you have multiple authors, you will need to put you'll need to put like both of their last names in there, okay, so that they both get credit. So make sure you do that. And then sometimes it could just be your article title. It does not have to be every single word in that title because a lot of article names are really long, but you do need to include those. All right, so when you are citing in the actual sentence, so rather than just doing all of the information in parentheses, sometimes you can set up your sentence in order to give credit while in the actual sentence itself. This really lends itself if your source is very reliable. It's a well-known name. That is a great way to give credit to them. You want to make sure that you do the last name after you've mentioned their first name. Okay, you're never going to do just their first name. Okay, so if you're talking about William Shakespeare, you could say according to William Shakespeare, and then give the quote, and then the page or paragraph number at the end, and then our punctuation mark. Or once you've done that, then you can just stick with the last name. So you always want to start with the first and last and then just go to last. Okay, so that way people know who you're referring to from that point on. All right, so last thing, when you are citing a quote, the punctuation mark moves out of the quotation mark. So that's going to look a little bit different than you're used to. So this is a quote right now, but it's not cited, so that's not going to work. So we're going to take this punctuation mark, and we are going to move it outside of the quotation marks, and we're going to put parentheses, and then move our punctuation mark out to the end. And then I would put my citation on here, which is Cherokee, and then 2. Okay, sorry, it's real small. So you're going to move that out, and now your punctuation mark is going to be to the outside. The last thing in your sentence is always going to be your citation. You are going to want to do this every single time. You will not put this until you are done with the information in that paragraph. So if you've got 3 facts in there, you can go ahead and just put that at the very end if it's all from the same page. If you've got one sentence from one page, you are going to mark that each time.